While there have been many hilarious moments in the series, Below Deck has also had its share of embarrassing ones. Every fan of Below Deck is aware that the charter passengers often make absurd and unusual demands. The crew members are occasionally made to seem foolish for the amusement of the visitors, which means that these demands frequently come at the price of their dignity. In addition to asking the staff for embarrassing items, the visitors often find it acceptable to participate in the humiliation. There are occasions when the behavior of the charter passengers is so unbecoming that it has caused numerous embarrassing situations on Below Deck throughout the years. Rocky's aquatic performance at the Greek party. When the charter passengers demanded a party with a Greek theme in Season 3, it was one of the funniest scenes from Below Deck. The subject itself was fine, but the way it was carried out, with attendees just dressing in white togas and leaf crowns, was not. The actual cause for concern, however, was Stu Reckle Rocky Dakota's third-grade outfit, a mermaid costume. In addition to being dressed up, Rocky dove into the water and waved her artificial tail. The guests applauded Rocky and thought it was great, but the whole thing felt pointless. Reckle's decision to really enter the lake did not seem very safe, especially since the celebration was taking place at night. Dolores, a charter guest, swam late at night. One of the wildest charter guests in Below Deck history, Dolores also gave fans one of the funniest moments from the show. On Season 8, Dolores became inebriated on a charter and chose to take a swim in the sea. A friend of hers attempted to stop her by making fun of the fact that there were sharks in the sea, but Dolores was adamant. Captain Lee Rosbach had good reason to be furious. Dolores showed the rest of the crew and Captain Lee the worst contempt by choosing to act irresponsibly. It was really uncomfortable to see the whole event, particularly when Dolores further humiliated herself by refusing to swim back to the boat. Cringeworthy moments from Season 3 were few and far between, with the notorious foam party ranking highly. Steve, the charter visitor, was eager to take part even if none of the other guests seemed to be interested. It was unpleasant to watch as Steve began to bounce about in the foam by himself and call out for others to join him. After a while, the group began to feel guilty and had to accompany Steve so that he wouldn't be going out alone. Second stew Amy Johnson was very into it and tried her best to make sure Steve enjoyed himself. This scenario was simply too embarrassing to watch because of Steve's boring buddies and the odd party theme that was chosen. Below Deck, the charter guests are comparing Chef Adam's food to dog food. One of the most embarrassing meals ever witnessed on the television occurred during Mediterranean Season 3. A group of visitors were treated to a spaghetti supper made by Chef Adam Glick and served in a bowl. As soon as they saw the presentation, the visitors were not pleased. They even likened it to dog chow. It was hard to witness this specific set of visitors treat Adam's cuisine with such casual contempt, since they were so whining. After complaining that the spaghetti was too bad to eat, one of the guests even asked Adam for a grilled cheese. A well-prepared grilled cheese sandwich is always delicious, but it was ridiculous. Johnson Kelly reluctantly deciding to take a charter guest down the slide. How about the day a charter passenger pleaded with Kelly Johnson to accompany her down the slide? It ranks as the funniest Below Deck incident ever. Although Kelly was obviously uneasy, he went on when Captain Lee gave him the go-ahead. The visitor's outrageous request for Kelly to take off his shirt for the trip only served to worsen the situation. The visitor seemed unhappy that Kelly had told them flatly no. It was painful to see the whole response since the visitor did not seem to care that she was causing discomfort to Kelly.